Good morning, everyone. Beautiful day. The temperature's starting to warm up quickly. If you joined us first thing this morning, you saw lots of 30s and 40s, but in and around Greensboro, just getting a report of the melting layer at Greensboro, about 6,000 feet. Well, what does that mean to you? Probably not much at all. What it means to me is the precipitation in Greensboro is most likely going to be freezing rain now until we get the temperatures up just a little bit. Now, we're at the overpass, T.W. Alexander, and this is exactly the kind of area we're worried about overnight. And if you look down at my feet here, you can see where we are in the shoulder. Nothing really collecting here, but as soon as you get out of the overpass, that area where the roadway is exposed out into the open air, that's where the slush and that's where the messy stuff starts to collect, and those are the areas you need to be most concerned with as we get into the overnight and early morning hours.
All right, I'm going to pull from y'all's joke cabinet. I wonder if any made bets on that one. Las Vegas.
Yeah. You know what, though? It is a dry snow out there.
Please.
Just kidding.
We are watching our skies.
We sure are. Already seeing snow making it down to the ground, already accumulating in spots, and it'll come down hard to start, and then it'll make that switch over later today. But already some accumulating snow. Southern counties that will move from south to north over the course of the morning. Let me show you on ABC 11 First Alert Doppler XP, and you'll see what we're seeing on the radar this morning on the wide view. Now, some of this not making it down to the ground, but we've been getting reports from our viewers and friends on Facebook here this morning, and we're seeing snow in and around Pinehurst. Holly tells us that. Also seeing it on our cameras in Fayetteville. Christine and James have told us they saw snow on their way into work in Fort Bragg this morning. A little farther north, getting reports from Eddie that we're seeing light snow in Sanford, and I've got Kelly standing by in Fuquay-Varina for me. She's going to tell me when that snow makes it to the ground in southern Wake County. So we're watching this snow track north this morning. That'll be the case over the course of the day, and then we'll see a switch over a little later on. Our AccuView camera now at Terminal 2 at RDU, not seeing any snow there. It is 29 degrees. Switching into Durham, the Bull City, the Durham Freeway just fine at 29. We do have snow in Fayetteville. Atop Husk Hardware, it's 27 degrees this hour. Winter storm warning extended farther north. This happened just before we joined you at 4:30 this morning. It does include the triangle now, so you see Goldsboro, Smithfield, Durham, into Orange County now, Hillsborough, and those areas under the winter storm warning. AccuWeather headlines now through the day. Snow develops from south to north. It'll come down heavy and accumulate quickly before switching to freezing rain. That'll happen later today. And then a slow Tuesday morning commute because that freezing rain and drizzle is going to hang around. Why isn't the snow making it down to the ground in spots? Well, the air is still very dry. Look at that 9-degree dew point at RDU where the temperature is 28 degrees. It's 28 Fayetteville, Sanford, 27 Southern Pines where it's snowing, 28 in Lewisburg. Satellite radar composite shows snow extending well to the north, but that's not making it down to the ground. It's about right in through here now, best guess from the reports we're getting on the ground of where that snow is beginning to fall. And it's accumulating quickly. As much as a couple of inches of snow will accumulate before we get that switch over to freezing rain and sleet later today. These are the forecast highs for the afternoon. Only in the mid-30s, so not much warmer from where we are right now. It's going to be a cold day. AccuWeather predictor, our forecast model, this is 6 in the morning and the snow right in through here. Tracking it north then over the course of the morning. It might be mid-morning, maybe even late morning before we see that snow in the triangle and then later points north. But then that warmer air noses in, and that allows that switch over to take place. So once we see the switch over, that'll be the end of your snow. And then we'll see that wintry mix of sleet and freezing rain through the evening, even into tomorrow morning. That's going to make for a slow Tuesday, probably through the first half of the day. This is the best guess with regard to snowfall accumulation. Maybe 1 to 2 inches in the purple area, 2 to 4 right in through here in that pinkish area. And that could extend a little bit farther because it's already stacking up. Places like Aberdeen got a note from about 1.5 inches of snow there already. So it's coming down very quickly. And when it switches over, that'll be it. Could also see some ice accumulation as well with that switchover. So lots to watch here. The key to the snowfall amounts will be when that switchover takes place. So we could go just a little bit in either direction from those snowfall forecasts we showed you. It continues into the day tomorrow, so expect a slow start to the day Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, getting back to normal, but nowhere near normal temperature-wise. Highs only in the upper 30s. It's going to be a very cold week. Starting out with a winter storm.
Look out.
Look out.
Right.
Thank you.
Right, we're going to be warming up today, though, at least a few degrees from yesterday. We've talked about that gradual warm up into the weekend. It's beginning today, so you'll begin to feel a little bit of a change, but not quite yet this morning. It's still plenty cold as you get out and get rolling. ABC 11 First Alert Doppler XP, it's clear and quiet and Not seeing any precipitation this morning. We won't today. We'll get a live look into downtown Raleigh. Raleigh City Plaza, Winterfest kicking off this past weekend. There's the ice rink, quiet this morning, but that ice has just been perfectly fine with the temperatures in the 20s this week. 27 at the site, 24 in the Bull City. We're looking across the Durham Freeway there and atop Husk Hardware in Fayetteville. You can see the sun beginning to brighten things off in the distance there. It is 27 degrees in Fayetteville. A few clouds around, but still plenty cold this morning. That's in the AccuWeather headlines. As you roll out the door, don't forget the coat. It will be a little bit warmer as we get into the afternoon, and rain likely to end the weekend. That's pretty good news. We've got a pretty big rainfall deficit for the year at 564. 55 the average high for the day. Now, in spite of the warm-up, we won't get close to that. It's 22 now at RDU. What's happened in the last few hours is some cloud cover from overnight has begun to clear things up a bit. So while we're still seeing temperatures in the mid-upper 20s south and east of the triangle north and west is really beginning to cool off. And we talk about this all the time with the clear skies overnight. The heat of the day is able to escape and you just get those temperatures bottoming out very quickly. When we had the clouds in place during the overnight hours, of course, that helped keep some of that heat back in. And we started this morning with mid-upper 20s at about the 4:30 hour, but that's not where we are now. We said 22 at RDU, same in Chapel Hill. Look at Roxborough, 12. But as you look south and east, still hanging in the mid-upper 20s there, as those clouds be the last areas where they will lift this morning. So Southern Pines still holding at 25. This afternoon we're at 42. Rocky Mount, Lewisburg, 40 in Roxborough. Pinehurst, Dunn, and Goldsboro at 43. So is Wilson, 41 in Raleigh. Durham, Cary, 44 in Fayetteville for the afternoon high. Plenty of sunshine around today. High pressure in control. We've kind of cut off that cold northerly flow of air today. We actually get a southerly flow of air kicking in for tomorrow. That'll bump the temperatures probably upper 40s, maybe even low 50s in spots for Friday. At least see the trend here as we get into the weekend, getting into the 50s Saturday and Sunday before we see those numbers bottom out again. This is the upper air chart. We've talked about this all week long, about that trough finally lifting up into the weekend, allowing that warmer air to filter in. Our next system dives then out of Canada on Sunday. It'll be a rainmaker for us. Rain through much of the day Sunday, and then that cold air rushes in behind it for Monday and Tuesday, and you can see it happen on the AccuWeather 7-day forecast with 50s through the weekend, rain likely on Sunday, and then into the 30s Monday and Tuesday. A cold start to next week.
Look at those lows. 18,
yeah, I'm trying 19. Not to, but since you brought it up there. Yeah, right back into it.
Okay. Thank you, Glenn.